What's up? Craig Mack here, Liberty Bell Bike Works, Liberty Bell Beamer Club, Liberty Bell Beekeepers. So today we were talking motorcycles. I am a fan of old BMW motorcycles. I have a few of them, 3 or 4. This is the one I have over here on the bike stand. It's my first bike. I gave that to my son. He has showed little interest in it as of late, but we're looking to put that thing back together in an almost original order. I got an 88 R100 GS Bumblebee. I also have a 1980 R100 RT. Today we are looking at my BMW 78 R100/7, which is at the moment in pieces. I'm having a timing issue with this bike. It ran great, fired right up, but I was having trouble getting the timing where it needed to be. So when it comes to timing on these bikes, there's a few things: it's electrical, valves, carburetors, that affect the timing. Carburetors are fine. I rebuilt them, sonic cleaned. Everything was good. Like I said, this bike is running. It's perfectly fine running, but the timing is a little bit off. I couldn't get it exactly where I needed it to be and wanted it to be with the ATU, which is the advanced timing unit. So I put in a digital optic for timing, and again, it didn't change the performance at all. It was running just fine, but I still couldn't get the timing in where I wanted it to be. So the only other place to look is in the timing chain. Now this bike has 57,000 miles on the odometer, which does not work and hasn't worked since I gotten it. So I don't know how many miles are actually on this bike. If I take the odometer plus what I put on it, it's got to be in the mid 60s at least. I ride this bike all the time. It's my favorite bike. It's the most work I've done on any of the bikes is this one. And I just love this bike. I love the way it rides. I love the way it runs. I love everything about this bike. Although I'm becoming quite fond of my GS, this is my bike. If I had to get rid of them all, this is the one I would keep. So I'm trying to address this timing issue. Now, with 65,000 plus miles on it, there's a good chance that my timing chain is the culprit here. So this bike has what they call a duplex chain. It's a double chain, 2 sprockets on the camshaft, 2 sprockets on the crankshaft. Right now the tensioner is off of that. That's this piece here, and the tensioner is actually not in terrible shape, all things considered. But I noticed the back of this, where the spring rides, has got this kind of weird pattern of wear. So what I think is what happened is, this tensioner rides on the chain like so, and there's a spring that pushes it and keeps that chain tight. I think this chain is stretched, and the spring, which is this here, which rides on that, was wearing funny. I think because of the stretch in the chain. I also have a good bit of wear on this duplex gear. I'm getting some rounding on the teeth and some uneven damage on this, which I don't like the look of. So doing some research, looks like the camshaft gears wear far less because the force is distributed differently on a bigger gear. But that crankshaft gear is definitely needs replacing. So I have that. I have a new chain and tensioner, and we're going to do all that work. So what I have to do next is I have to cut this chain off, because I believe it's the original chain, or it was a replacement that doesn't have a master link. Some of these were replaced by removing the camshaft, which I don't want to get into because I don't feel that it needs any of that. In which case you would install all of this as one at one time. Both of these sprockets and the camshaft and the bearing, all of that would go in at one time. So I'm not doing that. So I'm going to cut this chain off, which is what normal protocol would be. We're going to pull that bearing, and we're going to pull that duplex gear, and we're going to replace all that. And my hope is once I get that chain off of there and I measure it, we're going to see the difference in that chain versus the new chain in length and wear, and that's going to solve my timing issue. So this maintenance should be done around this time anyway. If for nothing else, the chain should be replaced, but I knew going into this that it was going to maybe be a little bit more to it than that. So we're going to get into cutting that chain and pulling that sprocket and bearing and get the new one on. So stay tuned.